87 weekends.
That was bolting the route?
Well, at first we were climbing, and then Rick bought here, Muir Valley, and he let a few of us, like none of this was here, like this parking lot, any of these roads, and there used to be a gate over here past the kiosk, and there was a lock, a combination lock that he only allowed a few of us, access.
Yeah.
So we had free reign of this place for a few
You're
years.
friends with Rick Weber.
Yeah.
Back in, what was this?
In fact, I climbed...
70s or 80s?
No, it was the 90s.
Oh, early 90s.
But then I actually climbed with Rick 2 weeks ago. And that was
for
fun.
the trail day?
Yeah, right after the trail day, he came out with us. But I used to drag Rick out here all the time, too.
So he helped with the development of the crags when you were working on your route?
Rick was more into figuring out what to do with Muir Valley. He was walking around and looking at the lay of the land and all that. And then, so we did all the work.
You and JJ?
Yeah, and then there's Jared and Carla, Tim Powers, Mike Susko, and
these are just gorge locals?
No, they're
Indianapolis people.
Yeah, first they had the Indianapolis people, and then eventually opened it up to everybody. Then that's when things started taking off. But it really started taking off when they had trail days. They built this, access down, and then the other trails. And then it just took off.
So when you were actually bolting the route, how long did it take you guys?
That's a good question, because some routes it would take a whole weekend, because you'd have to hike around to the top. Well, first you'd have to, from the bottom, see if it looks like it's feasible, like if climbable.
Right.
And then you'd hike around to the top, rappel off, and inspect it from the top down. And then if it looked good, then you'd put an anchor in, and if it's really steep, you'd have to put a few bolts in, and like top rope.
Tram over.
Yeah. And then you'd have to clean it. Like, it's a lot of work too.
Scrub.
Yeah. And like Air Ride equipped, I remember there were blocks, huge blocks that had crowbars.
Choss, just breaking off.
Yeah, and you'd have hammers, so you'd like...
Oh, wow.
Knock around, look for loose stuff.
So it was a really hard process getting that route developed.
Yeah. Off all weekend. I remember having on the one ledge, it was so dirty, we had a push broom, to knock all the dirt off.
Yeah, I've been developing a crag in PMRP.
Yeah.
And I bought myself a Ryobi, like leaf blower.
Yeah.
Portable battery-powered leaf blower.
Yeah.
This switchback is pretty heinous.
Yeah, I take it easy on. Like some people can do it in one swoop, not me.
And there was a sort of twinkle in John's eye. It gave me the impression that he knew himself. Showed in the twinkle in his eye. It showed that
Yeah, essentially like.
So, the route. What's the route's name?
Yeah. So it's air ride equipped. JJ and I bolted it 20 years ago, and the name comes from if you're driving down the interstate and you see the trucks, they have their brakes. They're called air ride equipped. And JJ's a genius for coming up with these names. There's like a route around the corner called lip service, and I'll leave that to your imagination what that refers to. But anyway, we spent a weekend climbing this. JJ spotted the line and started bolting it, but then the cleaning was pretty intensive. We had to remove a lot of debris. In fact, we had crowbars to move big blocks up there where you get the heel hooks and arm bars and all that stuff. And we even had big push brooms to clean off all the dirt. So we spent pretty much a whole weekend cleaning it, and then after we got it all clean, sent it. But then later somebody added a bunch of permadraws and kind of altered the route a little bit, especially at the end. They moved the one wake to the right, and that alters that last fun move. But you know, it's just the way it goes. Somebody has a lot of time on their hand.
How many attempts did it take you to finally put it down?
I did it on the first go.
Nice.
But JJ let me go first. But you know, with the where you figure out the bolt placements, you already got the moves kind of worked out when you're doing that, and scrubbing all the holds. So kind of had the holds worked out. But on the first descent, I just got on the first go.
Barry, how long have you been rock climbing?
Like going on 48 years. So.
Here at the Red?
No, I started climbing in Colorado in the 70s, so and it was vastly different and sparse and a niche sport, you know, but it's definitely evolved.
So what do you think of the future of Muir Valley?
It's good. There's good people. Stewardship is excellent. You know, the board, you know, Gio and all of them, what they do, excellent work. But the building of the cabins is worrisome to me. That's definitely changing the outdoor nature of it. You know, it's getting more traffic and more lights and all that, and more noise. So, and what the future will be, that people will be saying, you know, in the old days, there used to be, you could hear birds and you could see the stars. That's what the future is going to be like. So,
Why is rock climbing important to you, Barry?
just right now it's more getting out in nature with your friends, the camaraderie, and getting away from the cubicle world, the right angle world, you know, everything's or the digital screen and all that, just being outside in nature with the fractal world, but mainly being with good people like Dennis.
He's got the serious hardware, man.
Yeah, we're trying to do like a little mini dock on this route. Yeah, Barry bolted it like back in the night, like before I was alive. So it'd be like super cool to
I remember
be able
when
to
we
get
put
this one.
up. It was like probably can't be before you were alive.
Had it in the early 90s?
No,
I'm 98.
No. This wasn't early '90s.
Bear said it was.
Over 20 years ago, but like you're a little
But-
older than 20.
What's the guidebook say?
There's no way it was that old because Muir Valley wasn't open then. I'm thinking it was more like 15 to 16 years, like maybe my son's 15.
You've been climbing out here since Muir opened, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't open. I'm trying to think. So my son's 15.
You know the Webbers?
Oh yeah, that's who we. So we were in the right place at the right time. That old climbing gym that I was talking about, that's in the corner of Hoosier Heights.
Yeah.
That was the only gym,
Right.
and we're in there climbing.
Mostly bouldering.
No, there's some top ropes and stuff in there. But Jared and Carly used to climb in there, and we were in JJ. We were all climbing in there, and Rick and Liz come in, and we're just like climbing with them, and they said, "Hey, we just bought like all this property down there." We're all going, "What?" And we need some people to help us develop it. And Jared was just like, bah!
Super stoked about it.
Yeah, and so
How could you not be? Like,
right. So, but we just landed in the right place, you know, because Rick and Liz were climbing in the gym, and then we just bumped into them, and it's like, yeah, it was all really fun.
And there was a sort of twinkle in Young's eye that gave me the impression that he knew himself.
How long's the line for air ride equipment? Sorry? How long's the line for air ride equipment?
We got us three.
Us, you three?
Yeah.
Ow! Nice. Anyone gonna do the backflip whip?
Nope.
Clipping? It's on. You got your bag in the line? Yeah. Cool. Clipping. Mind if I get a belays on the bottom? Alright, I'm gonna make a move. You want some water? Clipping. Yeah, oh, nice. Good work.
Good job, John.
Clipping. And I don't know what kind of stuff you shoot, but it's best not to constantly like move it around from up and down and up and down. Just keep it on the guy. Flipping. Come on now.
Attaboy.
Good job, John.
Where?
Is it like this one where there's like
Come on.
there's two? Okay.
So my first skill also when I went to the chain, I had a jug and I put it up.
Flipping.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And I kept trying to get it in and it wasn't high enough, so I had to drop it. And I had to pull it.
Come on, John.
Yeah, can you still? I think I'm.
Yeah, dude. Come on.
Flipping.
This one was awesome. I got a super best friend for
Come on.
Yeah, give it.
Yes. Come on, John. Yes, bro. Wow.
Flipping.
We're gonna check out the arsenal.
Freaking on. You can take. Woohoo!
Good job.
Go.
Yeah, John.
On site. There.
Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Looks good. Let's do it. Whoop. Get on the rocks, why not? Ah. Hombre. Thanks, hombre. Clipping. Son. Clipping. Damn. All right, I'm gonna make a move. Clipping. 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 Come on now. Clipping. Clipping. Wow. clipping. It's freaking on. You can take. Let's go. Woo! That's my first 11 cent. I'm also like bleeding like hell from my thumb, so. Fuck if I know. Oh, I got my blister.
Nice.
Dude, I got up to that standing ledge and I was so happy. Hold. That's good. That's grand. You can drop me. Ooh. I'm personally happy with progress. That's what I like to see.
I want to say I had a decent right foot out right, but I did not have much of
And there was a sort of twinkle in John's eye. It gave me the impression that he knew himself. He knew and recognized which showed in the twinkle in his eye, showed that he knew and recognized what I sometimes
I see.
Hey, come on, man.
and there was a sort of twinkle in John's eye. It gave me the impression that he knew himself. He knew and recognized which showed in the twinkle in his eye. It showed that he knew and recognized what I sometimes call the element.
I think this is safe for mountain biking for sure.
It's better. It beats running. I'll give it that. It's just a little bit scarier.
It's like
Running just.
You can hike. Just hike the gorge instead of climb the gorge.
Why aren't we hikers? Like, let's just be hikers. That's 90% of the sport anyway.
I'll just go up like 4 or 5s from now on.
Well, 4 is it's just 4. You go 4 or 5.
Oh, it's just 4?
Switch to the boulder life.
Go 4s. I'm not switching to the boulder.
I feel like more people get hurt on boulders than they do on.
I found that out recently. They're kind of scary. I found that.
Right, but
Bouldering falls are hard. Bouldering falls are hard.
Yeah.
They're hard falls.
Kind of just surprised me though. Like, bouldering feels so much safer.
Well, it feels safer because like you're low.
The shot's kind of only on like the
Yeah,
roof
you know what?
section.
I got a friend.
So you haven't been in frame yet, but once you crank this, you're in frame.
I mean, Scott got
I
injured.
tried
already
so
on
hard to
board
get it to
racing,
balance,
so-
dude.
What happened?
He took a fall and he landed in between the crash pad and the wall on his foot at a weird angle and just snapped.
Yeah.
It was.
What are you guys doing after this?
Heading out.
I literally thought it was a tree branch at first.
Yeah, that happened. Every time I've done that with my ankle, it sounds so loud.
In Ely, Minnesota.
So this is an 11.
Not as far as the border as you could possibly.
Yeah, it'd be cool if like at the gym they put a big like volume so you could no hands rest on it, and then come through it to be like practice.
It's awful. It's exactly.
I've had gyms at our gym. Like,
They said a no hands rest.
that kind of like you can sit on it a little
That's
bit.
cool. Like a mantle move.
Well, it's like like the tsunami holds, like
Climbing on.
Working on it.
It's like a flat hold, kind of at the
Basins in.
What?
Basins in. Like,
Come on, Gabby.
Yeah, it's like this, and then it's like a dip.
I like when they set with those.
Personally,
Yeah, come on. Got you tight.
Thank you. You never do that. You always go,
Attaboy.
why are you sitting on that? Whenever I do the
Good
sit
work.
rest.
oh
But why are you sitting? It's fun.
yeah. I was gonna say I don't think it was intended to be a microphone, so I don't think it's a bad thing.
On here or on there?
Good.
Or what is it?
It is jugs. It's just the movement is weird. Like
Big powerful movement.
All of this is intended
this
base.
is his wallet.
Okay.
He like dropped his wallet on purpose.
The send doesn't count. You don't.
But I
You
still
know what?
wouldn't
I'm happy
stand
with
under.
myself. I like.
I still
did
wouldn't
this
stand
instead.
underneath him if I were you.
I just made sure that my pockets are empty, but
He's a bit of a trad climber, so he's got a lot of like trad ethic, not a whole lot of sport climbing ethic.
He still has his phone in his pocket, so there's still opportunity for more rocks.
That's what I'm trying to say. So
Yeah.
Helmet.
good job. Yeah, a little higher.
fuck me.
There's ticks up left. Left. Ticks out left.
Got it, man. Come on.
Fuck this.
Ticks out left.
From the left, you have a puppy.
Is he sitting?
Oh,
Ticks out left.
He's got the ass jam.
Yeah, that's it. That's the tick.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Yo,
Oh, there's a tick
That's
there.
the bat hang.
are
The
you
no
guys
hands
talking
rest
about
bat
that
hang.
fight?
Yeah.
Is somebody belaying you?
Yeah.
not
my
gonna
brother.
back hang this.
Okay, perfect. And then is
We
he
could
climbing
make
it
it
after?
up for sure.
Make it up for sure.
Is he climbing it after?
You want to take our rope up?
Fuck
with you? Or
this.
you want to use
Good
our-
work.
I was gonna say, is there any way you guys could do it? Because I think we want to top rope it.
Yeah.
If you guys are down.
Oh,
Thank you.
one, I think you guys should go for it. If you have any chance, because it's not the moves on this that are
Good
hard,
work,
it's the
Gavin.
pump, so you can always go for
Exactly,
it.
but that's the thing I struggle
I
with.
don't want to do it.
The
but
moves are all easy, but I just get so fun.
I wonder if he's down trying
Well,
to
I'll send my brother up first, and
What is your name?
I am Jonathan Arnold.
Where are you
And,
from?
I'm actually from Alabama. I moved up to Indy 2019 and I've been picking up rock climbing up there.
How long have you been rock climbing?
Okay, so after moving up to Indy 2019, having it everybody got hit by COVID. I found climbing through coming out of that deep hole that COVID kind of put us all in. About 2022. I'm trying to think of the month. It was either June or July, so midsummer last year. Started climbing a small gym in Indy, and then I switched over to Epic Climbing and Fitness.
How do you know Barry Brolley?
Oh, well, through Epic Climbing and Fitness. I have absolutely loved the community and like the climbing spirit that is fostered through there. And Barry is one of the pioneers through Indiana climbers. Like he's here bolting up at like one of the meccas around where we live, and it's amazing the accessibility that he's been able to provide us all with. But he's still in the gym climbing, brings a great personality with him each time too. So,
What's your main goal with rock climbing, John?
in all honesty, just progress. I like seeing any sort of progress. Like it doesn't matter whether or not that's like making connections with new people or making new footsteps on ground you've never been, or like climbing a new grade that you've never been. Like doesn't always have to be about grade pushing, but sometimes it's pretty fun.
What does climbing mean to you?
It's freaking everything. Like it not only does it gets you back out in nature. Like it sometimes when you get stuck in your own head, like getting back out into the flow of just how the world goes. It's freaking awesome, and the ability to go back and work on yourself within that is even more endearing. Like you can either be out here solo and working through yourself or working on yourself, or be out here making great friends and just socializing around. And like without each aspect of without that balance, like I don't know, it's just really special.
When was your first time at the Red?
First time out at the Red would have to be actually it was my birthday weekend. It was February 11th, if I remember correctly, but it was somewhere around that date. And we had a good, I think, 3 or 4 days of climbing. Like we hit a lot of volume on our first trip, which was very surprising. Straight out here to Muir, hitting Rat Stew out in Bruise Brothers. Had a nice little trad line out there too. Got to follow up, send me on my way, or get on the good foot. It was one of the two, but both right there.
Cool, man.
Oh yeah, no,
Really
thanks for
appreciate your
this.
time, bro. Recording you, Gavin.
Hey, man.
All right. What's your name?
I'm Gavin Kitch.
Cool. How long have you been rock climbing for, Gavin?
About 5 years now. Only 1 year outside, though.
Nice.
Yeah.
But today we hopped on Air Ride equipped. How long have you known Barry?
Thanks for letting me go try. I've only known Barry really this year. Once I started getting outside, I started hearing about the old legend, you know. Set up a lot of classics, and I heard about Air Ride equipped on my first trip out when I was just climbing tiny things out in Ohio.
And he gave you a rope, right?
Yeah, he hooked me up because I was talking to him about it at the gym just a few weeks ago, and I was saying, like, yeah, I've been wanting to go on Air Ride equipped. It's been on my to-do list literally since day one of making my to-do list, like, and then he was the one that made that route, and yeah, he gifted me the rope that I needed to do it. He set me up. He, like, wise master, like, literally just handed it down to me, and yeah, so I went and I took that rope on its maiden voyage on Air Ride today, and I got it on site, no falls, went straight through, sent.
Well, you top roped it.
Top rope.
But John did great work on it. Why do you think climbing Air Ride was important to you?
You know, just making an achievement and actually doing it, it's been on my to-do list for like a long time. Like I said, it was one of the first things I put up, and it really gives a sense of like accomplishment to finally tick it off. Like,
do you think you could get it clean?
For sure.
On lead?
For sure now that I've done it once on top. But yeah, I wanted to try it out. I got it done, and you know, it's a classic ride, and it's one of the first like real overhung, like real smooth classics that I got, and I felt like how fun it was, and I've been itching to do it forever.
What are some of your goals with rock climbing?
Really just to have a life full of, you know, new adventures, get new places that, you know, not as many people get to see. And, you know, I'm not trying to be a hard climber. Like, I do want to be strong so that, you know, I can take my leisurely time outside and like have a good adventure and have it go smooth. I'm not out here trying to pick up hard grades. I'm not trying to like push for some type of new tick. I just, you know, it's nice to see that I'm strong once in a while, but for the most part, I'm just chilling out on my 5'7" little bedtime, or 5'6" bedtime for Bonzo trad, like, so I can hike up, get on top of the wall, and see the mountains from the heights. That's all I need.
Where are you from, Gavin?
I'm from Indianapolis. Well, I'm actually from Elkhart, Indiana, but I live in Indianapolis for my adult life, and that's where I've done all my training at Epic Climbing and Fitness, and that's where I picked up rock climbing, and now I'm down in Kentucky climbing, and eventually I'll be out in Yosemite.
Sweet. Well, thanks for doing the interview. Is there anything else that you want to say about today climbing with Barry?
You know, it was really cool just getting walked around and like just seeing the history. He knew why all the names were what they were, which like rock climbing has like pretty unique names, and their lip service had a better backstory than I anticipated. So like it's all funny, but yeah, it's all pretty good. So yeah, it was just good having a wealth of history and knowledge about it. He set me up.
Awesome, dude.
All right. So what is your name?
I'm Dennis Robertson.
Where are you from, Dennis?
I am from Indianapolis, Indiana.
And how long have you been climbing?
I've been rock climbing since probably I was 12 years old in the gym, and outdoors this is probably my 3rd season.
Okay, so you got a little bit under your belt now. So how do you know Barry Brolley?
I know Barry from not only climbing at Epic Climbing and Fitness in Indianapolis, but also climbing down here at the Red River Gorge in Kentucky. I was out here one day soloing a pretty easy route next to where they were climbing, him and a couple of the Muir Valley board members, not realizing that soloing is not very well accepted in Muir Valley. They kind of brought me over and told me like sort of the ethic of climbing in Muir Valley, and just the whole like sport climbing ethic and understanding that there's a lot of history behind rock climbing. So I met Barry at the Red, and he taught me how to actually trad climb. I went up my first trad climb with Barry. He had me on belay, so
okay.
Super fond of that guy.
Yeah, it sounds like he pulled you into the crowd. So, speaking of the ethics of climbing, what does climbing mean to you?
Climbing to me is really just like the pursuit of self-challenge, trying to push yourself out of your comfort zone and seeing what is and isn't possible for yourself. And maybe taking some of the doubt that you have in your own head and kind of overcoming that in some way.
Yeah. So overcoming doubt is a major goal. What is your main goal in rock climbing?
My main goal in rock climbing specifically would be to one day eventually climb freerider. I know that's a really hard route, but that would be super sick to climb freerider. Yeah.
Yeah. Going big, go home. All right, man. Well, thank you for the interview. I appreciate it.
Super cool.